go across to Ayush Nambiar, political analyst, who's also joining us on this debate. But Ayush, I want you to respond. The slight crawling that we've seen in terms of vote share for the Congress, I think it's about 4.3% if I'm not wrong. 6.34% for the Congress party. It's come at a cost, and that cost is being now slowly repaid by the Aam Aadmi Party, right? So the two parties are expected to be at loggerheads through and through, but there are several other state elections coming up, and the I.N.D.I. doesn't look all that strong. The regional parties are saying, give us dominance, let us do our game, let us play our politics, take a backseat. Do you think it's going to be that easy for the Congress? Or would you give that suggestion to the Congress?
I want to go back to the old question. When the I.N.D.I.A. was being formed, right? This alliance was being formed. Everybody on national television, chodo, every person, even the common man was asking who's leading the I.N.D.I.A. Who's the leader? It is the same question that they had during the Rajasthan election. Same question that we have even today when we are sitting after the Delhi elections. You saw what happened in Haryana. All this is because of the khichdi, the pulao that the Congress has made. I want to ask Pooja ji here, what happens when this election and the I.N.D.I.A. has to face each other in Kerala? I come from Kerala. What is KC Venugopal or the Kerala Congress going to mix with its actual competitor, which is the CPM, which is also a part of the alliance? Or is it just another mask? Is it just because I really don't see the I.N.D.I.A.'s future, and I said this maybe one and a half year, 2 years ago when the I.N.D.I.A. was being formed. The same question: what are you going to do when you have state elections? Who are you going to face against? BJP is not there everywhere, especially in the south of the country. What are you going to do in Tamil Nadu? Is this not exactly the plight whether it is Kejriwal, whether it is the DMK, whether it is Pinarayi Vijayan, it is anybody. They all want to be prime minister.
And how do you say, Ayush, that's different from, let's say, BJP's ambition in, for instance, Tamil Nadu? We've seen the AIDMK and BJP fall apart. So wouldn't you say that's also a collision of political ambitions on part of two strong political parties? Who should take a backseat is something that nobody's been able to answer.
See, I'll tell you, with the BJP, and I'm not talking as a BJP supporter here, but we have seen the BJP pass through these tests in various elections always, right? The NDA was always meant for the national election, right? When it comes for the general elections. Whereas the I.N.D.I.A. and its purpose was, even though they said that it would be to defeat the BJP in the national elections, but it tried to create a uniform front, whether you saw in Maharashtra elections throughout, that they are going to stand as one. Essentially, you see nothing. You see what exactly happened yesterday, and I can't. I have been smiling since yesterday. I have been having this wide smile because of the failure of the I.N.D.I.A. I don't see this as a failure of Kejriwal. I don't see this as a failure of the Aam Aadmi Party. Because they have really done remarkable despite all odds. They have still done 43% of vote share, which is commendable. I think we need to also address that. But in the same breath, you need to understand, if the I.N.D.I.A. would have stood the way they wanted to support the BSP, the Samajwadi Party, all these other people, none of them were campaigning for Kejriwal. Whether even the Aam Aadmi Party stood against the I.N.D.I.A. if they had common interests. Because an alliance means common interest. An alliance means thinking in the same line, which the BJP has been able to do. The Congress has not.
Kejriwal lost on his own failed promises, lost on his own anti-corruption crusade.
And this is the exact problem. I'm sorry to interrupt. This is the exact problem with the Congress. They can't stand with their people.
Bharatiya Janata Party. You just said 3-4 weeks ago you were not confident of winning Bharatiya Janata Party.
But Pooja, to add to that, your campaign also actually geared up in the last leg. The last 3-4 weeks, suddenly Rahul Gandhi was like, no, we should have a very ambitious, aggressive campaign against the Aam Aadmi Party because they're upping their game. So had you started as an equally powerful force, perhaps the 6.43 would have been even higher. So either you go all out or you take a back seat.
No, why should we only take a back seat? All the 14 CAG corruption reports that were unleashed were brought out by Congress Party and not Bharatiya Janata Party. We went to LG for the liquor scam. We went to LG for the Shrish Mahal. We went to LG for the health Sareen Committee's health infrastructure report. So that's what we are doing. We were acting as somebody
And
with
yet
no
your party men were outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence when he got arrested to express solidarity. That's the problem. That's the back and forth that we've constantly seen. So it's ever evolving, this relationship. How does the voter trust your party?